Have you spent a long time trying to learn something, but nothing just seems to get in? You could be watching tutorial videos or attending classes, but you just somehow couldn't master what the video is teaching. That's what I felt recently when I've been trying to learn how to slap the bass guitar. I watched many videos online, but I just couldn't get it. Perhaps you might feel the same way towards the drums as well. In this video, I want to share with you learning strategies that match your style of learning. Researchers have found out that each of us learn differently. In fact, in my drum classes, one of the first things I will do is to identify each student's preferred style of learning. When I know their style, I have a better idea how to best support them in their learning journey as a drummer. The three common styles of learning are visual, auditory, and tactile. If you're curious to find out your style of learning, click here. If your learning style is visual, it means that you learn best by seeing, such as reading or watching tutorial videos. Here are 3 practice tips for visual learners. Firstly, drum notations is your best friend. Stare at the drum notation closely, even as you play each hit.
So here's a chart that I use to describe what drum notations are. In one bar, there are 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the way we count it is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's start with the hi-hat. If you look at the hi-hats, it's all on the downbeat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is what it sounds like. Yep, so now after we got what the hi-hat sounds like, let's add the snare in. So if we look in this notation, the snare is played on the 2 and on the 4. So here's what it sounds like if you put the snare on the 2 and on the 4. Lastly, the bass drum or the kick drum is played on the 1 and 3 and. So it goes like this: 1, 3 and 1, 3 and. Okay, so here's what it sounds like.
Second tip is to not play anything, but memorize and visualize the rhythms in your mind. If it helps, you might want to close your eyes and imagine yourself playing it on the drums. The final tip is to simply turn on subtitles as you follow along to a video. Remember, you learn best by seeing. Moving on, if your learning style is auditory, it means that you learn best by hearing. Here are 3 practice tips for auditory learners. Firstly, listen to the song or rhythm multiple times. Take another step further by memorizing and recalling the rhythm in your head. Secondly, record yourself playing and listen to the recording. This helps you to be more aware which parts were played well and which parts need improving. The last tip is to turn on a metronome to guide you in your playing. Finally, if your learning style is tactile, it means that you learn best by touching and doing. You are a hands-on learner. Here are 2 practice tips for tactile learners. Firstly, repeatedly practice the rhythms. The more times you practice, the better you remember the beat. You can even practice the beats by air drumming or just by simply tapping it out on your laps. Secondly, Have a drummer friend to tap on your shoulders as you play. They can tap the tempo of the song, they can tap the rhythm as well. And with that, we are done. Thank you for watching. I hope that these tips will help you in your learning journey as a drummer. In the next video, we'll be learning the most essential skill a drummer should have. It's unfortunate that I only learned about this a good 10 years later into my journey as a drummer. Stay tuned to find out more.